The Legion 5 Pro and 5i Pro have officially been announced, as well as the Legion 7, and in this video, we're going to cover the Legion 5 Pro and Legion 5i Pro, the latest 2023 models from Lenovo, what you need to know, what it's going to look like, as well as some of the specs. So let's just dive right in. Now, first and foremost, it definitely has some changes in regards to the look. It's not drastically different. You can see that the vents on the side panel are a little more pointed than the model I have here before me, so it has more of this slanted design that's more pointed on the new one. First and foremost, just looking at the side vents, it will come in this blue color as well as a gray color. Taking a look at the inside of the chassis, I'm hoping that we're actually seeing a larger trackpad on the latest model. Now, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my other model here. This is the 2022 model, and the trackpad is smaller by the appearance. Now, as we go ahead and switch over to the 2023 model, you can see it looks to be filling up a little bit more space than previously. I could be wrong. This might just be my perception of the pictures that they have currently available for the Legion 5 Pro and 5i Pro, but it does seem to look a little bit larger. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping we have a slightly larger trackpad. That's been one of my biggest complaints of the Legion 5 Pro. I love so much about it, but the trackpad is just a little small for my use as a creator. And now in regards to the ports, we have the exact same port selection on last year's model as we do this year's model. However, if you're looking at the 5i Pro versus the 5 Pro, it looks like the 5i Pro, which is the model I have here, it only has one port on the left side panel as opposed to the two ports on the 5 Pro. Now, unfortunately, Lenovo did not send over pictures of the 5 Pro. I only have pictures of the 5i Pro. So right off the bat, I'm not sure if this is going to translate across all of the models, both 5i Pro and 5 Pro, but that's one difference I'm seeing here just off of the initial review of the laptops. So Lenovo sent over 3 Legion 5 Pros for me to give away once we pass 100,000 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe and ring the bell, because once we pass 100,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away these 3 Legion 5 Pros, and I want you to know how you can enter to win. Now, looking at the back side of the chassis, you can see that we have the exact same ports as last year. We have a network port, USB Type-C, HDMI, 2 USB Type-A's, and the power adapter. So same as last year's model on the back side of the ports. And then on the right side panel, we have that USB Type-A, headphone jack, and manual cutoff switch for the webcam. So we see a lot of similarities from last year's model to this year's model, but one thing that's standing out most to me is the design nods it's pulling from the Legion 7. So taking a look at last year's Legion 7, you can see the bar that's wrapping the chassis of the laptop. And as you can see, looking at the new Legion 5 Pro and 5i Pro, it has very similar design as the 7 from last year. Now, if you want to watch my video about the latest Legion 7, go ahead, head on over to my channel and check that video out. Right now, of course, we're covering the 5 Pro and 5i Pro. All right, now let's get into the specs. What can we expect out of this model in 2023? What is the 5 Pro and the 5i Pro going to be equipped with? Now, right off the bat, you can see that the 5i Pro is coming in at 5.51 pounds, about the same weight as last year, maybe a tad bit heavier. 16-inch display, 500 nits of screen brightness, and 100% sRGB, so very similar to last year. Now, the processor is something that's really standing out to me. We have 3 choices, 2 for the i7 and 1 for the i9. You see we have the i9-13900HX, the 13700HX, and the 13500HX. I honestly think the sweet spot is going to be right here at the i7 13700HX. That's going to be most similar to the model I have before me, which is going to be the RTX 3060 with the i7 12700H. I think it's a really good spec out. I think that's going to be probably the best bang for buck for this model. Now, you can get up to 32 gigs of RAM, DDR5, and they're not telling us yet what graphics are going to be coming in this model. However, I'm anticipating the 4060 and the 4070 will definitely be available according to my opinion, not according to any official announcements. I think it'd be kind of silly to not include those in the spec. Obviously 4080s and above we would hope for high performance. However, for me, I'm looking for the best bang for buck, and I'm anticipating that's going to be in the 4060 to 4070 range. Now, it comes with an 80 watt hour battery with super fast charging. I think this is amazing. In 30 minutes, you can charge the battery from 0% up to 80%. Fantastic. And in 60 minutes, you can fully charge the battery. And we're seeing a few different power adapters that will come with these laptops according to the exact CPU and GPU setup you get. The biggest one will be a 300 watt, a 230. Because they're including the 300 watt charger block, to me, that means we're gonna probably be seeing a 4080 or 4090 version of this laptop. But again, this is just hearsay based on my opinion, looking at these specs, nothing that Lenovo has confirmed or denied at this time. Comment below which SKU you would most consider for this laptop, which one you would want to see Lenovo come out with, since we don't have official confirmation of what graphics are going to be in this laptop. And definitely slap a like on this video, get it out to more people, letting them know what's coming their way from Lenovo in 2023. Keep an eye out for more coverage of new tech coming out in 2023, as well as the latest lineup videos here on the channel. I'll see y'all here in the next video.